What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is the Nina story. I'm Nina and I'm pregnant. So in today's video we are discussing my 22-week update, just as normal, because I have been filming my weekly updates since week 18. So if you haven't watched any of those, you can definitely go back and catch yourself up. But as normal, what I do is discuss, the symptoms that I've been experiencing within the last few days of that week. And at the end of the video, I will give you all some belly shots. So we do have a few updates to go over this week. I mean, this week, you guys, has been, I won't call it a doozy, but it's definitely been an interesting one. So let me just pull up my notes. I have all my symptoms written down, and then we'll get started. Okay, so let's just jump right into this. We have a few to go over. The first one is I'm exhausted. This is definitely carrying over from week 21. I mentioned this in my last pregnancy update. I'm still exhausted. Like, I have enough energy to do my daily routine, if you will. For example, like go to work, get my job done, take care of my family, cook, things like that. But by the end of the evening, I'm exhausted. I try to carve out some time at night to watch some TV, just spend time with my family, but I can't get too far unless it's a rare night and I'm staying up late or something late. But I can watch some TV, and then I just have to tell myself, okay, Nina, just pause it, because I'm usually on Netflix or Prime or something like that. Just pause it and get back to it tomorrow. I'm done. I'm exhausted. And then once I'm asleep, I am asleep. That's it. I'm going to bed. So I do have a bedtime. The bedtime is early o'clock. Okay, just point blank. I can't and I don't want to stay up late anymore. And I've been that way for a while. In my first trimester, I used to tell my family, what time was it? It was 8 p.m. I would tell my family, once the clock strikes 8 p.m., I'm done. At that point, I'm tired, I'm moody, I'm cranky. You're gonna get type of Nina. Leave me alone. I need to get ready for bed and I need to go to sleep. So right now, I mean, it's not that early, but it's early o'clock, okay? I'm just exhausted. So the next symptom, which this is the one that I've just been so disappointed about, is my nausea. What's going on back there? Here. There you go. My dog is behind me just hanging out. He loves hanging out with mom. So yes, I've been nauseous this week. Nauseous, you guys. I thought we were past this. So after I eat something, I start feeling nauseous. Even if it's food that I've already been eating for a while, even if it's foods that I know me and the baby like and can tolerate, I still just get this wave of nausea. And to be honest with you, it's not really a wave, it's kind of just lasting, however long it wants to last. Some days it's lasting for the day, just a low level nausea. I'm here for the day type thing after I eat. Excuse me. Or sometimes it's just kind of just come and go, or a short time frame. But whatever it is, I am getting nauseous. So it's not every single time that I eat, but it's often enough for me to include it in this week's update. I don't really know what's going on, but yeah, so nausea. Monty, just lay down, lay down. Good boy. Okay, so my next symptom, I am hot, okay? And not just in the face. I am physically hot. So, I mean, you know, this past week hasn't been the coldest weather-wise, but still, like, I'm just feeling so hot. I'm hot in the house. I'm hot outside. We went to the grocery store yesterday, and I mean, as soon as we picked up the carriage, I had to remove my coat and lay it over my stuff in the carriage because I didn't want to pass out in the grocery store. So even when we got to the freezer aisles, like, I did not feel that coldness or coolness at all. And I'm usually cold in the freezer aisles. I'm just hot. Like, I'm turning the AC on in the apartment, and it's just interesting. And I'm kind of linking it with like the nausea, because I know the first time this week that I've experienced the nausea, which was after I ate a bowl of cereal that me and the baby do enjoy eating. I got nauseous, kind of hot. It felt like I needed to lay down, so I did for 10 minutes. I had to take a little break from work to lay down for 10 minutes because it just was giving those type of vibes. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know. Also today's weather has been mid 40s. Okay, so you know that's great weather for wintertime. So I go to walk the dog, and I mean, I was so hot before we even left the house. I put a hoodie on. I didn't even have like a shirt underneath. I had my hoodie on, and I was just so incredibly hot in this house. And it wasn't really that hot temperature wise in here. So I'm like, let me check the weather. I checked the weather. It's mid 40s. Absolutely not wearing a coat. Absolutely not wearing a jacket. I take the dog out. We go for a walk, and it felt so good out there. It felt so good. So yeah, you guys, I don't know, week 22, I'm nauseous. I'm hot. I'm definitely getting like first trimester vibes, which is just a little bit unfortunate. I'm hoping that doesn't continue into week 23, but it's definitely giving first trimester, and I don't even want to go backwards. Like, let's just not even tap back into that. Let's just continue to move forward, you know? So on to the next. I would say a bit of congestion, but question mark. Like, I'm not really, like, I can breathe. I don't feel congested, but I guess that's just the word that I could sum it up to. Like, my nose has boogies in it. I can tell there's boogies in my nose. Like, they're not runny, but I could just tell that there's boogies in my nose area. I don't know. I can breathe, but it just feels different. So, but that's been new because I haven't dealt with that at all. Okay, so next, this is not a new symptom, but I honestly can't remember if I've discussed this in previous pregnancy updates, but my ribs hurt. So they're just, you know, the relaxin hormone is also stretching out my rib cage, which just sounds so like, oh my God, like, what's going on in there? My ribs are expanding. They feel like fatigued and exhausted, and they hurt. Like physically they hurt. Like certain ribs at the top on the left side. I think I did mention this because I mentioned like the left side and it's not the right side, but excuse me, it continues. So I'm going to bring it up again. The ribs on my left rib cage at the top specifically, they feel sore and somewhat bruised. I will say that it has been getting a bit better this week, but I will let you know what I think kind of contributed to my ribs feeling better. But yeah, they are in pain. That's for sure. And I noticed that like what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. Like they kind of they feel funny. It's this specific feeling. And I don't know, I'm having a brain fart right now. I can't think of the word that I've been saying to describe it, but they're kind of singing. My ribs that are feeling bruised are kind of like singing. Like they feel like I just feel something. It's not pain. It's like this specific feeling. I am so sorry, guys. If it comes to me, then I will say it, but it might not. So just my ribs are in pain. So what I've been doing this past week, I switched over to wearing my sports bras, and I will say that has made a crazy positive improvement in how my rib cage feels. Okay, it's been like night and day. So I still feel the discomfort, but just switching from like wearing a traditional bra, whether it's underwire or not, switching from those to just the sports bras, I would suggest it. Okay, all right, so this is the last update for this week. It's last, but it's very, very important. I just really feel like this is an important one to discuss with you ladies and possibly men. It is hemorrhoids, okay? Like, we just gotta be a little TMI right now and really real, because I also know that a lot of like the icky stuff or the yucky stuff that is associated with pregnancy and then labor, we're not hearing it discussed quite openly, publicly or privately, social media, or in the comfort of our own homes and conversations. You know, the icky things that pregnant women go through, those are not the symptoms that are like widely discussed. So I do feel that this is important to let you guys know that this is a possibility, and is very common. So I will say that pregnancy did not give me hemorrhoids, okay? I already found out, I want to say a year or so before getting pregnant, I found out that I have hemorrhoids. However, my hemorrhoids definitely continue like in my pregnancy, and in my research and based on my pregnancy app, you know, reading it each week, I found out that hemorrhoids are actually extremely common in pregnant women. Like, I think it might go away after, you know, if your pregnancy has caused the hemorrhoids, I believe that's also a symptom that goes away after you have the baby. But unfortunately for me, I already had them. So if you don't know what hemorrhoids are, I mean, I'm not WebMD and I'm still learning about it. Definitely do your Google searching on the matter, but it is painful, okay? That I know. It is painful. Basically, you're in pain in your anus when you are having bowel movements. Now, this doesn't happen to me every single time. I don't know the percentage of like when it's affecting me, but it definitely occurs, and I would say for myself, often. Not every bowel movement, but it is often, and it's painful. So basically it causes a lot of pain. It causes bleeding as well. It's basically like your veins down there are enlarged. So when you're when you're having bowel movements, it's just really, 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 really uncomfortable. Okay. And it's not exciting to talk about, but it is real. You know, people have it and, without being pregnant. And then when you become pregnant, it's very real. Like, it's a huge possibility that it could happen to you. So one thing or two things that I do to, try to alleviate that, water intake. It is very, very, very important to have a bunch of water. Okay, just drink water all day basically, and that's what I do. I have my water bottle, my tumbler, whatever that thing is called. Put some ice cubes in there. I fill it up and I'm just drinking it, and I'm refilling it and I'm drinking it. Water definitely helps. So definitely have a high intake of water. If you're not a water drinker, first of all, why? That's a little weird, especially when you're pregnant. You just want to drink a lot of water in general when you're pregnant. I can tell when I am slacking on my water intake. It's almost like my uterus and everything in there is like feeling dehydrated. Like I can feel the difference. But it also helps with hemorrhoids. And second thing would be your fiber intake. You definitely want, you want to have these bowel movements. You want to have them like normal. You want to eat foods that are, allowing your digestive system to flow. But yeah, those two things. But like I said, if you don't know too much about it, if you've never heard about it, definitely Google it. It's a pain, but anything for my baby. So that's what it is. All right, so those are week 22's symptoms. Let me know in the comments down below if you are experiencing any of these, or if whatever. Just let me know. Ask me a question. I may or may not have the answer. But okay, so hold on. I'm gonna give you guys a belly shot and then we're gonna wrap this up. All right, you guys, so this is my week 22 belly. I know I'm very casual, it's the weekend, baby. I'm chilling. But this is baby from the front. From the left. The right. Yes. We are growing a human. Okay. And actual belly skin. The belly show. Here she is. From the front. That's my baby. Oh, she's just relaxing right now. But I know when she's awake because she moves while she is awake, child. She is on go. On go, okay? Yes. Oh, I love my belly so much. I just love my baby girl. Like, this love runs real deep. Real deep. All right, you guys, that is it for this week's pregnancy update and belly show. I hope that I could have helped some of you, one of you, with anything pregnancy wise. Let me know down in the comments. Let's chat. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace. Bye. Feels like the first time. Throw away all